Hey there. If you've ever thought about a career in special education, you already know it's so much more than a job, right? It's a calling. So today, we're going to lay out the roadmap for that whole journey, from the very first thought you have about it to the moment you step into your first classroom.
So, let me ask you, are you ready for this? I mean, really ready? Because this isn't just a career path, it's a genuine adventure. And if you feel that pull, even a tiny bit, then you are absolutely in the right place. Let's think of this as your compass for the incredible journey that's ahead.
You know, every great journey needs a map, and here's ours for today. We're going to start at the beginning, then we'll get into the core knowledge you're going to need. After that, we'll pack our bags with some essential tools before we finally get to the destination, your career. So, let's get going.
Okay, our first stop, starting the journey. Because before you can change a student's life, you have to take those first, really crucial steps on your own path.
So, this whole path really begins with three key things. First up is self-reflection. I mean, you have to dig deep and ask yourself why you want to do this. That why is going to be your anchor. Second, do your research. Not all programs are created equal, so find one that really fits your goals. And finally, the prerequisites. You got to lay that solid foundation before you can start building. But let's be real for a second. Transcripts and applications, they only get you so far. The true prerequisite, the thing you can't really study for, is a deep, genuine passion to see every single student succeed on their own terms. That passion, that's the fuel that's going to carry you through this entire journey. All right, you're on the path. Now it's time to learn how to actually read the terrain. That brings us to Section 2, Navigating the Core Curriculum. This is the foundational knowledge that will guide pretty much every decision you make. The first major landmark you'll master is the IEP, the Individualized Education Program. And trust me, this is way more than just a document. It's a custom-drawn map for each student's specific journey. It lays out their goals, the support they'll get, and how we'll all measure success. Understanding the IEP isn't just important, it's everything. So if the IEP is the map, then differentiated instruction? Well, that's how you navigate. This is the art of tweaking your teaching to meet each student exactly where they are at that moment. It's all about being flexible, creative, and just constantly adapting to their unique learning styles. It's pretty amazing. And the curriculum you'll cover is incredibly rich. Just look at this list. It's everything from child psychology to the legal frameworks that protect students' rights. You'll dive into data-driven assessments, you'll explore some amazing assistive technologies, master behavioral strategies, and, this one's huge, you'll perfect the art of working with families. It's a total education for a total role. Okay, so you've started the journey, you're learning the terrain, now it's time to pack your bag. That's Section 3. We're talking about the essential tools and skills you are going to carry with you every single day. I love how this slide visualizes your toolkit. On one side, you have the hard skills, the technical stuff, like legal knowledge, data analysis, curriculum adaptation. But on the other side, you've got the soft skills, the empathy, the patience, the communication that builds that trust. You absolutely need both. One without the other just doesn't work. And all of this leads to a fundamental truth about this profession. A great special education teacher is both a scientist and an artist. You're a scientist when you're analyzing data and using evidence-based strategies, and you're an artist when you're building a relationship, finding that creative solution, and seeing that little spark of understanding in a student's eyes. And that brings us to the final leg of our journey, reaching your destination. This is it. This is where all that training, all that passion, all that preparation comes together as you earn your certification and get ready for your very own classroom. This final stretch has 4 huge milestones. It all kicks off with student teaching, where you finally get to apply all that theory in a real classroom. Next up, you'll tackle the licensure exams to prove what you know. Passing those gets you your official certification, and that unlocks the door to the final prize, your first classroom. You know, as you get ready to step through that classroom door, I want you to hold this idea close. Your job isn't to just give students the answers. It's about giving them the tools and the confidence to find their own answers. You're not just a teacher. You're more like a guide, helping them see the world for themselves. So there it is, our roadmap. But you have to remember, getting that certification, that's not the final destination. It's actually the starting line of a whole new adventure. The real journey, it begins now. So the only question left is, what impact will you make?